Johnson. Vasily Lomachenko, one of the most technically skilled fighters in all of boxing. No one moves around the ring like Lomachenko.
This bout,
and this one has all of those big fights. After months of uncertainty, we finally have a fight. I don't think it's going to be a boxing match. This is going to be a fight. Big hook thrown, but it doesn't connect. Oh, and he caught him there with a right hook. The crowd here cannot wait. They've been buzzing all day long, and finally, we're about to get it on.
This is not just hype. We are in for something special tonight. What an arena, what an atmosphere, what a build-up.
Failing to score with that right hook. Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Perfectly matched.
Whoa, Johnny! It's code red time for Josh Warrington. Didn't wait long to get back and get engaged.
Defense, defense, defense is everything because they got shot once. They know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense, work on defense, blocking and stopping and shooting.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. They need to be careful they don't punch themselves out here. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Loma in that last round. After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty obvious who has the advantage here.
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy. If they keep this same kind of pace up, they've got this fight.
good round. You feel good? Good man. Let's go out there and get your boxing back together. Listen, be smart when you go out there. Just take...
What do we expect to see here in round two? After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
We've seen this fighter in the past go 12 rounds and not have a mark on their face. That's what happens when you stick and move, you hit and you don't get hit.
Todd, this is what it's all about. Hit and don't get hit. Jab, move, pop, slip. Use your footwork. Drive your opponent crazy.
Trying to land that jab. Might want to think of holding on here for a minute. Very competitive round here so far.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
They're both trying for a knockout. This fighter told us yesterday, I don't get paid by the minute. I'm going to go in there and try and knock my opponent out as soon as possible.
Oh, this is a slugger right here in front of them. These kind of fighters, they want to get hit in the face because it cheers them on. They want to stand there and fight in the trenches.
Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Josh Warrington on the brink now. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Loma. On to the third. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Just misses with the right uppercut. A perfect counter lands. They won't give us a second to catch our breath. Good counter punching. That uppercut misses. Lucky that hook didn't score. Swing and a miss with that hook. They exchange punches. A perfect counter shot. Hey, it's the featherweight division. You're going to see a lot of speed in this fight.
Sometimes when you get nervous, someone that's so powerful, you've got to think him. You've just got to be smarter than him. You've got to be like a little Fagin and pickpocket him.
They got out of the way of that right hook. This is not good for Josh Warrington. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Loma in that last round. You know that. Here we go in round 4. Who's going to land the first big shot? Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight.
Whoa, Johnny, take a look at this act. Big shot and down goes Warrington. Cue up the replay machine. I have got to see that again.
Even I've got to see that again. Where did that come from?
One, two, three, four. Listen to me. Are you okay?
Showing a lot of heart to beat the count there.
Some fighters, when this happens, this can be heartbreaking. Some fighters, it makes them angry. They want to get back into the mix again. I want to know, what sort of character are we looking at here?
Catch and shoot. That right hook won't score. Halfway through the round, and they've got some work to do to get back into it.
It's that forever hope. Remember the fight at Evander Holyfield? He could be behind on points up until the last 10 seconds, but he's fighting like he's going to pull it back. That's the kind of hope we need to see.
How about that time counter shot? These two featherweights are going to let their hands go, you know that.
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
Do you believe what we are seeing? Well done with that counter shot. Not the best of rounds with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Warrington in that last round. He's been knocked down, but at least not knocked out yet.
Love the response, though. Got back up, took a deep breath, and thought, right, brush it off, get on with the job.
You've switched off completely.
There's the bell to start round 5. His eyes look pretty clear here, Johnny. How do you think he's going to do after being knocked down in the last round?
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They've staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
incredible work rate. Is he going to punch himself out, though? It's code red time for Josh Warrington. Keeping those gloves up. Hold it right there. This is not good for Josh Warrington. They've avoided catastrophe there.
You're caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes.
I gotta stop you here. Lomachenko goes down. I think that will look even more dramatic in slow motion.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And you continue.
So the fight will continue, but what does the game plan have to look like now?
Somebody can smell blood here. They can smell blood. They've got to be smart. Get in there. Then boom, back in the same spot again. It happened once. You got away with it. You can do it again.
Nice counter. Total domination with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Loma. Here we go in the 6th round. Got to get the momentum shift coming their way. What can they do here?
Oh, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything, full barrel because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very, very surprised.
You hear people talk about a boxer's chin. Do they have a good chin? Do they have a glass jaw? Did you see that? It's code red time for Josh Warrington. And it appears the onslaught is over, at least for now.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
And he scores with the counter. Can they figure out the combination to this safe?
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. He misses with that straight left. There's a counter shot. Punch, counter punch. He misses with that jab. His stamina is off the charts. Josh Warrington on the brink now. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Loma in that last. And there's the bell for round 7. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
As we enter the final frames of this bout, Johnny, what have we seen so far?
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just
so much bruising. Will the referee stop this fight? And the referee's going to allow him to fight. Just missed with that hook. What heart, what desire, but at what cost? Well, they're going deep into the gas tank on this round. Nice counter shot. They call it the chin. How strong? Hold that thought. This is not good for Josh Warrington. And now they're right back into the fray.
Bean Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Loma in that. There's the bell to start round 8. They really seemed to exhaust themselves last round. Let's see what they have left.
Exerted a lot of energy in the fight so far. Now they're shattered. This is what you call championship rounds. If you have done the work, slept right, ate right, prepped right, I'm expecting you to get through this. If not, if you've cheated, the ring can be the loneliest place in the world.
That hook just can't find the target. That hook was thrown with some bad intentions. This fighter expending a lot of energy in this round. Halfway through the round, and it's pretty much even-steven.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Nice counter punch right up the middle. How much confidence do you build when your opponents hit you with their best shot and you walk right through it?
Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got leather skin. It means you can still get caught. So you've got to go for those point areas over.
Whoa, did you see that? Gibby just... And the Leeds Warrior goes to the canvas. It looked great live. How will it look again on slow motion replay?
Shot from the gods, they say. A shot from the gods.
One, two, three, 4, 5, 6. Come to me.
The judges have spoken a unanimous decision victory.
Unanimous. You know what? Smart that is. A total change of styles to make sure they got it. At every round in the bag, there was no argument, no discussion, no mistake.